Hello guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my video. Today is the best Bloodline mode drip tier list in Shindo Life. Now this is going to be based off of how the Bloodline mode looks, not how good it is, not how good it performs in PvP or PvE, nothing, just how good it looks. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the tier list, and let's get right to the video, guys. Remember hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment below if you want more. Alright, so we start off with Akuma. Akuma's gonna be going into a little drippy just because you can customize it into anything you want. It makes it a little bit drippy because you have the freedom to do pretty much anything you want with Tano and other things, including Akuma. So Akuma's one of the best Akumas for drip, but none of the Akumas are that drippy, honestly. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do Sriracha. Sriracha is also going to be honestly, these are gonna be a no drip, and then gold Sriracha is gonna be a nasty. I feel like when it comes to the Akumas, the only drip is gonna be the Susanoo, because the only thing that changes besides that are your eyes, and it can actually remove your it removes your outfits and things like that to then put on the Bloodline drip. So I feel like a lot of these a lot of the Akumas are actually no drip whatsoever, just because they don't really add anything to your character besides just adding a a special effect when you use the right mouse button. Now normal Joke is actually going to the top of no drip, and Goto Joke is going to be going to the bottom of nasty, because I feel like this looks like you have pee on your hands, and the Goto Joke, normal Joke just looks kind of cool, but I don't feel like it has really that much drip when it comes to, spicing up your character. Astro Storm's going to go to the bottom of no drip. It literally does nothing besides add like white particles around your character. Now Azarashi can go to the bottom of a little drippy because it actually does something different. When it comes to Azarashi, the chains can actually make your character look quite cool depending on what you're using at the time. Azib Seko is a drippy Bloodline mode because it kind of resembles Minakaze and how it actually changes your outfit, things like that, and it is very, very drippy overall. Now normal Minakaze and blue Minakaze is going to be going above it. This is going to be in Drip Lord. These are some of the best Bloodline modes for like how they look in the game. Black Shock's gonna be going to the top of nasty because I don't feel like I really like the black sparkle effect that you get on your character. Boramaki and gold Boramaki is actually honestly, it's definitely drippy. I'm gonna be putting them in drippy with gold Boramaki being above Boramaki. I feel like they're very drippy Bloodline modes, but they're not quite a drip lord type of Bloodline. Bubble's just gonna be going to the top of no drip. Play's gonna go to the bottom of no drip. Dongin is also gonna be going to the bottom of no drip. There's a lot of Bloodline modes in the game that don't really do anything to your character. They just kind of like add effects and things like that. So when it comes to like these modes that add no drip whatsoever, there's probably going to be a lot of them, guys. Now I actually feel like light Joke, dark Joke are a little bit drippy because I do like how they look. I like how the blade comes out of your arm, and I like how the dark Joke actually has like a light blue instead of pink. I feel like dark Joke and light Joke are a little bit drippy. Now this is going to be the first one where the skin is actually not close to the actual Bloodline. Diva Red is actually going into Drippy, and Diva Sen is going to be going to the top of a little Drippy. Now, I feel like normal Diva Red looks much better than Diva Sen. You guys can try to argue this in the comments, but I feel like Diva Red it's just more visually appealing than Diva Sen. Dio Seko is going to be going to a little bit Drippy because I like the effect that it adds to you, but it doesn't really add anything besides like a little special effect. Eastwood Karashi obviously going into the bottom of Drip Lord. Eastwood Karashi is honestly looks amazing. Force Goku and Force Goku are going into Drippy. I feel like they're not really a drip lord type of Bloodline, but they are a very drippy looking type of mode. Now Ghost and Inferno Karashi are actually going to a little bit drippy. I feel like it kind of looks weird sometimes, like the skull and things like that, because I feel like the modeling on Eastwood Karashi, it just looks better than it does on Ghost Karashi. I feel like if they redid Ghost Karashi's cloak, it would look a lot better, but they are a little bit drippy, and they're going to be at the top of a little drippy. Hair just looks downright nasty, man. That thing on your back just looks bad. That was one of the things I did not like about hair. I think it looks bad. Wanzayame is actually also going to be going to nasty below hair. Now, ink is a weird one. I feel like ink is going to be going to the bottom of no drip. It just changes your weapon, which isn't really drip. Iron Sand's going to go into the top of nasty. I feel like Iron Sand is not drippy. Eternal's actually going to be in a little bit drippy at the very bottom because it actually changes how your character looks completely with adding the skull to you. You kind of look like the follower of Joshin and things like that. So when it comes to Eternal, you're a little bit drippy. Naramaki's going to drippy above Azim Seko, below Boramaki. Naramaki is actually pretty drippy as a Bloodline. Now, there's going to be a difference between Jotaro and Giovanni Shizen. Jotaro Shizen is going to be going to a little bit drippy, probably at the top a little bit drippy. And Giovanni Shizen is going to be going into no drip, and it's actually going to be put probably, honestly, around the bottom of no drip. The same thing is going to be for Kabukobra, but it's going to be a lot more because Kabukobra is actually going to be in drippy at the very bottom of drippy, and normal Cobra is actually going to no drip, probably around, probably below Ashes. Kakatsu's going to go to nasty, probably at the bottom. Kaijin doesn't really give you any drip besides adding the pole to you. Kamaki and Kamaki and purple Kamaki actually look almost the exact same as Boramaki. It's just the horn looks different and the effects on you look different. So I feel like Kamaki's gonna be right next to Boramaki, and I feel like purple looks better than red. Karada's be going to the top of Nasty. Kenichi's actually going to the top of No Drip. I'm actually going to be moving Bubble to No Drip, probably below Action Storm. Kenichi's probably going to be at the top of No Drip because I feel like the effect it gives you is quite cool sometimes. Dokai's going to be going to Nasty as well. Conchu's going to go into No Drip. It's going to be above Action Storm because it pretty much does the exact same as Action Storm does. Mecha Spirit's will be going into Drippy, probably honestly at the top of Drippy. And I'm actually going to be moving Diva Ren up to here. I'm going to be moving Kabu Cobra probably up to here. I feel like Mecha Spirit actually looks quite good as a mode, and I feel like the fact that it looks good kind of carries it sometimes. Now Minakaze's actually going into probably Nasty at the top of Nasty because I feel like the puppet just doesn't look good sometimes. Now this is going to trip up some people. Yang Naramaki, top of Nasty. Ruby Naramaki is actually probably going to be going into the bottom of Drippy, and normal Naramaki is actually going probably into a little Drippy. Now I feel like these are actually the places of the Naramaki modes. I feel like Yang Naramaki is one of the worst looking skins in the entire game besides Sriracha Gold. And I feel like Ruby Naramaki definitely looks better than normal Naramaki. So I'm actually putting it probably like this. Nectar's going to go to the bottom of No Drip. Oda Sabra's actually going to the bottom of Drippy. It actually does change how your outfit looks, and it does look a little bit good. I'm actually moving Diva Sengoku up to the bottom of Drippy. Okami is obviously going to be a Drip Lord. No other bloodline in the game gives you a puppy. Like, come on, man. I know you guys want a puppy. Paper is going to be going into a little bit Drippy at the very bottom. It does actually give you a special effect for Paper, but I feel like the wings don't look that good, but they are a little bit Drippy. Hikaseko is obviously going into Drippy, probably honestly above Naramaki and below the Kamakis. I feel like Hikaseko mode actually looks quite good. Vine is going to go to Nasty above Minakaze. Now Rengoku is actually going into No Drip. I'm actually putting Rengoku probably below Bubble and above Cobra and No Drip because I don't feel like it really changes anything about your character besides your eyes. Now normal Renshiki and gold Renshiki are actually going to a little bit Drippy above Ghost Karashi and Inferno Karashi because I feel like they actually look quite good as a bloodline mode, but not as much as the Drippy ones. Raikishi's is going to be going to No Drip. It just adds a scroll to you, which it doesn't really do anything, but I'm actually putting it up probably below the Susanos because it does change your character somewhat. Now Ryuji is actually going to a little bit Drippy. Ryuji are probably going to be putting it below Jotaro and a little bit Drippy, but Ryuji Platinum is a Drip Lord bloodline, man. Ryuji Platinum looks great, and it looks, honestly, the mode looks amazing. Normal Sabaru is just going to the bottom of No Drip. Sand's going to go to the bottom of No Drip. Seisha's going to be in No Drip above Conchu because it pretty much is the same as I think as Conchu in like the visual department. Sengoku's going to be going to a little bit Drippy, probably honestly below Jotaro Shizen. I feel like the Sengoku mode Drip is actually one of the best parts of Sengoku, and that says something about the bloodline. Senko's definitely going to be going to No Drip, probably honestly below the Susanoo. No, it's probably going to go above below Jokai and above the Akumas, because it does add a little sparkle effect to you. Shadow's just going to the bottom of No Drip. Shindai Ren and Shindai Ren Yang are actually going into Drippy, probably honestly at the top of Drippy, but above Diva Ren. Now, I feel like Shindai Ren Yang actually looks better than Shindai Ren. The modes actually do look quite cool though, and they are very unique as a mode. Shiza's just going to be going to the bottom of No Drip. Oh, it's going to be going below Raikichisn, I guess. Storm's going to be going to No Drip above Seishin. Tengoku looks almost the exact same as Sengoku, so it's just going to be putting above Sengoku because I actually like blue more than red. Isino Doka's going to the top of Nasty. I actually don't think the tentacle looks good. I don't really know anyone that thinks the mode looks good. It just looks cool. But when it comes to Drip, nobody really wants a tentacle coming out of their arm if they want to be called Drippy. Glacier's going to be good to the bottom, No Drip. Actually put Gotojeko in here twice, my bad for that. Now, I feel like Ryan Sengoku actually looks a lot better than Ryan Ren. So Ryan Sengoku is actually going into, I think Ryan Ren and Ryan Sen are actually probably going to be going into a little bit Drippy, probably honestly below the Light Jokai and Dark Jokai. I feel like this is where Ryan Ren and Ryan Sen should go. Anyways, guys, that's actually it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make the like, click on more. Next one, guys. Bye-bye.